Today we enter into the season of Lent. It is a time of remembering, reflecting, and repenting. We will spend the next 40 days walking with Jesus towards the cross and thinking about his last weeks on earth. We will also spend time considering our own lives, what Jesus wants from us, how we can be better people, how we can draw closer to God. On this first day of Lent, Ash Wednesday, we ponder our sinfulness and our mortality. We remember that we were created from dust and will one day return to dust. And so I've been thinking about ashes a lot leading up to today. A few weeks ago, we gathered together to burn the palms from Palm Sunday last year to create the ashes for tonight. We wave palms each year, celebrating Jesus' entrance into Jerusalem. And they remind us of the celebration as the Messiah arrived, the one who would save them. The palms are symbols of joy, which are turned into a symbol of our sinfulness. I also thought about ashes because, as you know, Australia has had horrific fires for months, which are now thankfully under control. I saw picture after picture of scorched land. There has been loss of human life, wildlife, plants, and trees. They estimate 1 billion animals were burnt to death. And because of this, some are now on the endangered species list. One article I read described a photographer walking on the gray ash. The article continued, "The ground puffed up ash into the air from each footstep as we walked among the tree trunks in the eerie silence and stillness that only fires of this intensity can produce in aftermath." But then he noticed something. Only a month after the fire, he found green grasses and rose-colored leaves sprouting through the burnt tree trunks. This fascinated me. The beauty of the contrast between the scorched trees and the colorful sprouts was astounding. As I read more, I discovered that these Australian trees have heat-resistant seeds. The light that can permeate the bare branches and the ash that is so prevalent actually provides optimal growth conditions for these seedlings. From these ashes comes growth. Now, it may feel strange that we begin such a reverent season with something so difficult. To be reminded year after year that we are dust, that we are mortal, that we are sinful. But from the ashes comes growth. From reflecting on our sins and our shortcomings, we can move into a period of regeneration and growing closer to God. Tonight opens the doors to Lent, a season that offers space for growth, a season where we spend intentional time developing our relationship with God, a time when we try new spiritual disciplines and focus on our faith. In the psalm we just read, the psalmist prays, "Create in me a clean heart, O God, and put a new and right spirit within me." We come to receive ashes. And if you go to the store or something on the way home, the people you encounter may let you know you've got a little dirt on your head, depending on how clear your cross is. And so it can seem counterintuitive to think of cleanliness with ashes. But ashes have traditionally been used to create soaps and detergents. So perhaps the ashes not only remind us of our mortality, but also our desire for a clean heart, for a right spirit, for a new beginning. as you come to receive your ashes in a moment, remember that from the ashes comes growth. From the ashes comes cleanliness. From the ashes comes a season of walking with Jesus and growing in your relationship with God. You came from dust and one day will return to dust. But there's a lot of growing that you do between those moments. Grow this season. From whatever ashes you have experienced, whatever fires that you have faced, rise from them and grow in the mercy and the love of God. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen.